Hi, so this is a quick review of creating a animation of a sun study. It's a sun path study. Um, right. So once you've got the object set in and you've set the size that according to the size of your model or your context, you want to go into the settings. Or just a quick run through. You've got your home page of the sun, which gives you quick access into all the different settings. So you've got some quick settings in the list down here. It gives you um, some user feedback in terms of the time that's set. You go set that time. If you click on the little dot, you can set the time. It is important to set this time and match it to the ArchiCAD time that you set in the location settings. Um, let's go ahead and do that straight away. You can just click on the settings there, or you can go to File, set location settings from there. So your latitude and longitude, you need to set all of this up and set your time zone. So the object will pull the latitude and longitude automatically, but you'll have to set the time zone and you'll have to set the time of the view. So once you have a view, you can save a view. And if you go into the 3D projection settings, you need to set up the date and time. So we're going 20th of March 2000, and let's set that to 22, and we've set a time for 10 o'clock. So if we just lock that in, so it will save itself in there. We go back into the object, and you can go to date and time, and we can set 20th March. Let's set that as 22. It's set to 10 o'clock, and time zone is 10 UTC. So latitude and longitude you can put in manually if you want. Alternatively, you can just pull it from your location settings. Right, the next thing for the animation that's really important is the single sun, because that's what's actually animating. By default, it'll be on manual. So that means it'll just grab the time and it will stay at that time. If you go by ArchiCAD, as it rebuilds the animation, it will build with the time. So you can control the size of your sun to whatever you want your presentation to look like. You can change certain 2D settings off. For the sun solstice, you can turn off, or the single day you can turn off. So that's basically us set up there. So important thing, just to recap, is make sure that time zone and time and date matches the ArchiCAD view, and location settings will be pulled from the location. Right, so once you have your view set up, so the dates are all matching, you can go to Document, you go to Created Imaging, you go to Create Sun Study. A couple of things you need to do here. First thing you need to do is make sure your date is common. So that's 3 places you're setting up the date. You need to, the next thing that's really important is you need to tick this rebuild model for each frame. So that's creating the animation. Then you can set the time you want it to go from. So if you want to go sunrise to sunset, you just click that box there, and then what are the intervals, so you can do it every 5 minutes if you want. We're just going to go with 30 minutes for here, and we're going to say show, and you'll see it rebuilding itself as it goes across. So that's obviously just a preview. If you want to render that, you go create sun study, you say photo window, and you save that out, and it will take a whole bunch of time to render each view to whatever your settings are. And then if you save that, obviously it'll export it accordingly. So the render settings are, I think that you just set that up in your actual render settings. So obviously it's got to build every frame, so this takes a little bit of time to actually go through the whole process. Okay, yeah, so that will export as a little video. So you should be good to go with that. Let us know if you need any more help. Thank you.